Hi, how you doing? This is Buddy.
Hi, buddy. I'm well. How are you?
Good. How are you doing? Sorry, I didn't notice my phone buzzing.
That's okay. That happens. So, are
It
you?
does.
Yeah, it does. Are you guys like on the road right now?
Yeah, we're currently driving. I'm not driving, but
Well, no, I imagine not.
I'm sitting next to some of the other people in the band right now, and our
Awesome.
guitar tech, and we have our dog with us.
Do you ever offer to drive?
Yeah, I do.
Do
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
No, I do. I totally do.
And do they ever take you up on the offer?
Oh yeah, I'm a good driver.
With like a giant bus? No problem with that?
No, no, no. We're in a van.
Oh, you're in a van. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Awesome. So let's see. You have a new album out just like a few days ago, right?
Yeah, it came out on Tuesday.
Yeah. And what do you think of it? Is this like your greatest album yet?
I think so. I'm stoked about it. I'm very happy with how it turned out. So I
Awesome.
don't know if it's our greatest album ever. I mean, that's pretty much. I think that's determined by our fans.
Yeah.
But I like it. I'm proud of what we did, and we worked really hard, and I'm happy with how it turned out.
Cool. I've read a few interviews that you've done in the past, and one of the things you acknowledged is that people either love you or hate you.
Yes,
And
this is correct.
there's like no in between. But
None.
but with your latest album, it seems as though, I mean, Family Tradition is the single, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and it seems to be like the song of the album. It kind of encompasses like the whole thing, and ironically, some people are picking up on the lyrics and applying them to the band in this album, and some of them are wondering, is this the band's attempt to be everything to everyone finally? Or, I mean, you usually have no
Maybe.
in between, but
I think it's more so like our personality as a band that they don't like. I think it's that. I don't necessarily think it's the music or anything like that. I think it's the way that we carry ourselves. People don't like that. I tend to say things that
yeah, you seem
I,
fairly political.
or yeah, or just whatever. I think people, when you speak your mind, you always get, you know, people that like what you're saying, people that don't like what you're saying. So
Right.
I think it's more so that I think that if people don't like the music, it would probably more so be based on they just don't like what we stand for.
Mhm.
But I do tend to see like at least the response to the new record. A lot of people being like, "Wow, this is good." I haven't necessarily liked them before, but this sounds pretty good, which is
Yeah.
cool.
I wasn't familiar with Census Fail, at least the previous stuff, and I listened to some of this, and I really like it. It's definitely
Oh
not
well,
what I
thanks.
expected. So,
I know.
um, what is? I mean, I don't mean to get too heavy on you, but like, what is the most important message that you hope fans get from your music?
Well, just like
Like,
a sense
especially
of
with your latest album.
self, and self-discovery, that sort of thing. I
Mhm.
think that that's the most important message. That just to find out who you are. I think, especially when you're younger and in high school, you're kind of actively doing that, but you might not really consciously know that.
Mhm.
And I think that that's something that I've always been able, I've always been going through and always put in our songs, and was influenced by bands that was their kind of message, and I kind of always followed in those footsteps of, and also just trying to at least promote like a positive message of just individuality and differences and tolerance.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, as far as the political part of you, um, anarchy and not really liking Democrats or Republicans, does that still ring true?
I don't like either of them, but you got to pick the lesser of two evils.
And are you happy with the candidates that are up there
Yeah,
now?
I mean, as much as I can be. I wish people were a little bit more liberal, actually.
Yeah.
But um, you know, it is what it is. You're never going to, I think, especially in a country with so many people, you're never really going to be able to nominate one person to really represent everybody. It's pretty impossible. Or at least represent even one side of it completely.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It'd be nice if we had more than two candidates up there to
Yeah,
debate.
that would be amazing,
Yeah.
but just it's kind of impossible right now. I mean, I don't know if that'll ever change. I'm sure it will at some point, but it's kind of an unbreakable two-party system just because of money and tradition and I don't know.
Well,
I think basically money, and, special interest groups and that sort of thing. They throw all their money behind one or the other because they're not going to, spend money on a candidate that's not even going to get a chance to really even be part of the debate or even in question.
yeah. Well, maybe if enough people, speak up and say they want more.
Yeah, I think it all has to do with money.
Yeah. Okay. So, back to the band. Jason Black, he's the newest member of the band, right?
Yes, Jason Black, JD.
All right. And how did that transition go?
How did that happen?
Yeah, well, how did the transition go? Like, was it
The
seamless?
transition was,
Yeah.
yes, it was very seamless. It was awesome because he's such a good bass player. He just picked up everything so quickly, and he's a really good dude, and he likes to drink beer, so.
So he fits right in.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Okay. Wolves at the Door. It's on the Madden NFL game, right? And
yeah.
And you guys also have a track on the Punisher soundtrack?
Yes, we do.
Are these like major coups for you? Are you? I mean.
They're really good for promotion. They don't pay us a lot of money. It's more so for the promotion, which is really great. I think a lot of people, the more your name is out there, the more people are going to check you out, and hopefully the more those people that never heard you will like you, and that's pretty much the goal of doing Madden and that sort of thing, and, because you're kind of forced to listen to it. If you're going to play the game, it's going to come up. So.
That's a pretty big deal. I mean, they sell so many copies of that, so.
Oh, I know, it's huge.
Yeah, it is huge. So.
Worldwide, too, so.
Yeah. So this seems like an obvious question, but why did you make music your career? Is it just fun, or is it something?
It's the most fun thing I could think of doing. That's why I was like, I love music. I love going to shows. I would love to be in a band, traveling. I mean, it's kind of like it's a crazy lifestyle, but it's also it's just very fun. It's very rewarding to be able to get up on stage every night and kind of go nuts.
Yeah, but does it ever get do you ever get like cabin fever in the bus or in the van in the stage all the time?
Well, it just started, so no.
What?
But eventually, you're kind of like, all right, kind of want to stay in one place more than one day. But I need to but when I'm at home, I'm like, all I want to do is go on tour. And then when I'm on tour, it's like towards the end, you're like, all I want to do is go home. So you kind of get switches, so it's cool.
Blessing and a curse, so it's nice breaks from each other.
Yeah, you get to mix it up.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. So, at what point did you realize that your band was successful?
I think when we did our first headlining tour and people came to the shows, I was like, wow, that's cool.